War. It's a force of destruction, but also innovation. When nations face an existential threat, they push the boundaries of what's possible, and no conflicts pushed those limits more than World War I and World War II. In this video, we're diving into the jaw-dropping technologies born from the chaos of war, some of which are still shaping our world today. It's 1914, and the world is on the brink of a war like nothing seen before. Soldiers on both sides are stuck in trenches, facing down machine guns and barbed wire. So, how do you break through this deadlock? The answer: tanks. The British introduced the world's first tank in 1916, the Mark I. These mechanical beasts were slow, cumbersome, and often got stuck, but they changed the game. For the first time, soldiers could cross trenches and crush obstacles that had once seemed impossible. Tanks were born here, but they didn't stop there. Today's armored vehicles owe everything to these clunky yet revolutionary machines. Now, the next innovation wasn't so much about progress as it was about sheer terror: chemical weapons. In 1915, Germany unleashed chlorine gas on Allied soldiers, a deadly weapon that left soldiers choking, blinded, and burned. But it wasn't just gas. The horrors of mustard gas followed, burning skin causing agonizing deaths. The wars pushed countries to develop chemical defenses like gas masks, which became a necessity on the battlefield. Even though chemical warfare was banned after the war, the legacy of this technology continues today in both defense strategies and chemical safety protocols. Then, there's the skies. At the start of WWI, planes were nothing more than fancy toys for reconnaissance. But by the end of the war, they were armed to the teeth, bombing enemy positions and dogfighting in mid-air like something out of an action movie. This was the dawn of aerial warfare, and it paved the way for modern air forces around the globe. If World War I laid the groundwork, World War II took it to a whole new level. The world had never seen conflict like this, and the technologies created to win the war would forever alter human history. First up, radar. This was a game changer. Radar gave the Allies the power to see incoming enemy planes long before they appeared on the horizon. During the Battle of Britain, radar was the unsung hero, helping British pilots intercept German bombers before they could rain destruction from above. And after the war, radar became essential for everything from air traffic control to weather forecasting. Next time you check the weather or your flight gets delayed, you can thank W2 for that. But let's talk about speed. Propeller planes dominated the skies for most of the war, until one day the Germans rolled out something no one had ever seen before: jet-powered aircraft. The Messerschmitt Me 262 was a game-changer, capable of outflying any Allied plane. And while it came too late to save the Nazis, it changed aviation forever. Jet engines didn't just revolutionize military planes, they're also the reason you can fly across the world in hours today instead of days. And then there was this, the atomic bomb. Nothing like it had ever existed in human history. Developed by the U.S. under the top-secret Manhattan Project, this weapon not only ended WW2, but also began the nuclear age, a time where the threat of total destruction became a very real part of global politics. The atomic bomb changed everything. It's not just a story about the past, it's a story about our present and the constant tension of nuclear power in today's world. World War II wasn't just about bombs and planes, it was about saving lives too. Wartime saw breakthroughs in medicine that we still benefit from today. The most famous? Penicillin. Before this antibiotic became widely used, even a small infection could be a death sentence. Wartime hospitals pioneered new surgical techniques and rehabilitation programs that transformed how we treat trauma, both on and off the battlefield. And let's not forget blood transfusions, standard practice today, but a literal lifesaver on the front lines of both wars. And then there's the birth of modern computing. World War II brought cryptography into the spotlight. At the heart of this effort was Alan Turing, who helped crack the German Enigma code, shortening the war and saving countless lives. But it wasn't just code breaking. Turing's work laid the foundation for computers as we know them today. Yes, the device you're watching this on right now. Thank World War II for that. So, where does that leave us? The innovations of World War I and II didn't just win wars, they transformed the world. Radar, jets, computers, penicillin, these aren't just technologies of the past. They're part of the fabric of our everyday lives. The legacy of these wars is everywhere, reminding us that even in humanity's darkest times, progress continues. If you found this video fascinating, please like and subscribe.